can come over here.
Hi guys! What is up?
Someone's had a lot of chocolate already.
Yay!
Oh. Hi! Hi everybody. Say hi first. We've got 3 cooks in the kitchen today, 2 kids. Emma, say hi. Declan and Emma are helping out today because we are making something good. We're baking today.
Okay, it's
Some chocolate cake. My favorite chocolate cake recipe. As always, I'll start with saying I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's healthy and safe and taking care of themselves and others. So nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so it's Sunday. I thought we'd do some fun baking with the kids today. I'm making my favorite chocolate cake recipe. There's a couple ingredients that might be kind of a surprise. I've adapted this from an old Bon Appetit recipe. I think it was from, it's just an old recipe I clipped from a magazine. And I've adapted it a little bit, added some different flavor, but there's one mainstay that I always add, you're gonna see in a minute, that makes the best chocolate cake. And it's actually an ingredient that my grandmother used to use. Yeah, of course, 3 helpers, all these, yeah, for chocolate cake. It's an ingredient that my grandmother used to use in her cake, and it's delicious, it's my favorite. So this is a little adaptation on that. And the one from Bon Appetit, maybe a mix of both. So I'm gonna start with some news today. We have some exciting news. We are going to partner with our favorite charity. Hi, Margaret. We're partnering with our favorite charity coming up here soon. I'm gonna have details on my Instagram. Well, who's our favorite charity?
Kids Meals.
Kids Meals. So we've been cooking now with you guys for a while, cooking live, and if anybody is up for donating some money to Kids Meals in the near future, let me know, and I will have all of the recipes that we've made on For the Love of Food so far emailed to you. Kids Meals is an organization that delivers meals direct to the homes of underserved communities. A lot of kids that are toddlers and preschoolers, they don't have access to a free lunch program like their older siblings might have, so they deliver, I'll have to put that on my website, I forget how many thousands of meals they deliver a day, but it's a lot, and they're a wonderful organization in Houston, and they just, I mean, what better thing to do than feed hungry children and be there for hungry children, so we're gonna do our best to help them out. So that's exciting for us today. We've been at home, you know, I know all of us are home, and trying to find ways to help people by staying in our home, which is extremely difficult. So one thing we've been doing, what have we been doing for Kids Meals? Well, yeah, watching movies. What have we done for Kids Meals?
We decorated bags with drawings to give to them.
That's right. So we decorated some lunch bags, and we're going to be filling those in the next couple weeks and dropping those off at Kids Meals for the delivery. So it's a really great organization. So it's fun to kind of try to think of ways, thinking out of the box to ways that we can help people right now. So, but today we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. We're making chocolate cake. Usually this is my go-to birthday cake, and I make it as a layer cake typically. Today we're gonna do cupcakes so that they bake a little faster and so that we can decorate them. We have some fun decorations, and we have some piping bags, and we're gonna make some fun frosting and have some, you know, it's all good. We've all eaten a lot of chocolate already today, right? We've been snacking on the chocolate. That's probably the hardest part of this recipe. It's kind of time consuming, this recipe, but I think the hardest part is not eating all the chocolate beforehand. But okay, so let's get started. I can tell my oven's preheated. It's getting hot in this kitchen. It's starting to my sun's coming out, which I was surprised it wasn't supposed to today. I thought it was gonna rain all day. So our oven is preheated at 350. And I also have a little pot of water boiling on the stove. And we'll get to why that is in a minute, but we just need a couple cups going, boiled or at least hot. That's how we're gonna melt some of our chocolate. And this is kind of a 3-bowl recipe, 3 parts. Let's start with our chocolate. we have, what? 2 ounces of a bittersweet chocolate, just 2 ounces, and then 3/4 cup of, 2/3 cup of cocoa powder. So that's gonna be our chocolate base. We are gonna need, here's kind of the way that I adapted it. We need a cup and 3/4 of liquid to melt this chocolate. The recipe calls for all of that to be boiling water. However, I add some espresso to that. So that's more to taste, to your liking. I add up to, let's see, I've got about a 1/2 cup in here of espresso, just brewed espresso, and that acts as our hot liquid to melt the chocolate, but we're gonna be adding just boiling water to this too. You could also add, hi Kim, you could also add espresso powder, and that would work as well. So that's kind of our first bowl. Our second bowl, we've sifted 2 3/4 cup flour, all-purpose flour. We have a 1.25 teaspoons of baking soda and a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. So that's in here, all sifted up nicely. And then our third bowl, we're gonna start beating these ingredients. We've got a cup of granulated sugar. We have a cup of brown sugar packed. And here's the secret ingredients Declan wants to show everybody. It's a 1.25 cups of, drumroll,
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. I know it sounds weird. Don't knock it till you try it. It's like the best thing ever. I don't know, it makes for such a moist cake, and it's kind of that like mystery of, you know, if you have never made red velvet cake and you eat it and you're like, what's different about this flavor? What makes it so good? And it's the same thing with a chocolate mayonnaise cake. You can't put your finger on it. It doesn't taste like mayonnaise. It's just moist and has this like great extra flavor to it. So I beg you to try it and tell me what you think. So those are all of our ingredients for our cake, and then we're gonna get working on our frosting after that. But we'll start with this, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with our sugars in there. I'm gonna dump our sugars. And yes, sorry, Emma wants everybody to know she's working hard over here. She's gonna join us in a minute. She has, oh, we've got Napa's nose up here. She is helping us with our toppings. So she's taking some coconut flake over there. She has frozen some really thin melted chocolate that she's gonna shave for us. So, hi Mary Ellen. So she's helping us with our toppings, and she's gonna show those off in a few minutes. Okay, so in our bowl, we're doing our cup of brown sugar, cup of white sugar, and we're gonna beat that up with our mayonnaise. I need to take this off first. It's too hard to add the mayonnaise. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep the noise level down for you guys. This doesn't have to be, I've done all like the intense beating for the frosting beforehand, so hopefully we won't have to be too noisy. I don't know if anybody can hear our music in the background. What are we playing? Who knows?
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion. We have some country going today. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna beat this up. Oh gosh, I forgot about some ingredients. They were hiding back there. Well, you guys probably could have guessed what they are, but they'll go in a minute. We've got some eggs and vanilla. Yep. Okay, so that's gonna go for a little bit. It already smells good. See? Mayonnaise doesn't bother him.
I don't like mayonnaise.
He doesn't like mayonnaise? Yeah, you can tell him. You need to come in the picture.
I don't like mayonnaise regularly, but I like it.
Oh, Napa's gonna bug us today. Okay, so we just need to get that well incorporated and be done. And now we're gonna add an egg at a time. I didn't wear the best outfit for this. I'm like in my Sunday kind of casual outfit. And okay, I'll start mixing that
Is
up.
there any more eggs?
Oh, you want to do the other one? I think it's gonna be the second. We're gonna add the eggs one at a time. Go ahead. They all love this part. And they do a good job. Whoa! We think we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it.
I got it.
He got it. Okay, we're good. Okay, that was a close one. We almost got some shell. It's all good. He saved it. No problem. Hi, Rocky. Okay. Yeah, right in there's fine. Wash your hands up real quick. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. And finally, a teaspoon of vanilla, which just gonna pour that right in. We're in our last teaspoon of vanilla. We're scrounging around here. You know, like everybody, trying not to have to go out to the store too often, but you know, we're a family of 6 here, so it's hard not to. It's hard to think that far in advance to have all the food we need every day. So, you know, we're going every few days to stock up. So I'm gonna have to put vanilla on the list for next time. Okay, so this is now well incorporated. And now I need to, I've got,
caramel.
it smells like caramel. Oh, that's good.
It smells good.
Okay, so now I need to get my amount of hot liquid up here to I'm gonna do this over the sink because it's so hot. But I've got boiling water and I need my 1 3/4 with my espresso. So add this in.
I was trying to cut the chocolate. Frozen chocolate.
Okay, let's see how we did.
I don't know how to do the chocolate.
Can you shave it? Okay. So again, if you're just joining us, we add some espresso to this 1 3/4 of boiling water because I think it adds to the flavor really well with the chocolate. Really kind of deepens the flavor. And again, we have our 2 ounces of chopped bittersweet chocolate and our cocoa powder, 2/3 cup. And that's all gonna just melt right in here. I'm gonna mix it up. It melts the chocolate nicely. Emma's making our toppings over there. I think you can just kind of, let's see,
Oh, that smells like.
like that. I think it needs to freeze a little bit longer. Emma's making some frozen chocolate shavings for us for the top. I think it needs, let's wait till we're,
I'll make another batch because this is way too thick.
I think it's okay. I think it just needs to freeze longer. We're experimenting with our
Yeah,
toppings,
because it doesn't cut.
using what we have. Does anybody have any questions for us? Is anyone cooking along with us?
I bet you Marvin.
You think?
I think
Maybe. I also said, you know, if anybody was just baking in general, I'd love to hear what you're making at home today. It's been so fun to see everybody's stories and everybody really getting inspired in the kitchen with this time at home. I know most of you know through my stories that I kind of cook all the time anyway. But this has been a real treat to even be in my kitchen more and share a lot more family dinners. I've got 4 kids that are all in sports ages and we're out most nights and we've had some really, really nice family dinners over the last couple weeks, which is always trying to find the silver lining of what's going on right now. So we have, again, our melted chocolate. Okay, Declan.
It looks like spicy.
Okay, stay there. You want to chat a little bit? You want to tell them about the show that we're watching, that we were talking about yesterday?
What? Lego Masters. No. It was,
What show? Yeah, we all need some, if anybody has we talked about this a couple lives ago, but if anybody has family movie recommendations, we could use them. We've been watching, Lego Masters. That's a really good one. Declan's our Lego master. He's so good at it. Yes, you are. It's his favorite thing to do, I think. Okay, so we're ready to mix all this up for our cake base. And again, if you're just joining us, this is a really great layer cake. So if you are making this at home, you can do, you can have your round. What's happening? Oh, you're melting more?
I'm melting the chocolate.
Okay, we've got a lot going on today. If you are making the layer cake, have your shallow round pans buttered and floured, and this can make up to 3 layers. It's a big batter, so it's a lot. So we can get 3 layers with this. And okay, so now we've got our 2 bowls that we're going to mix into our sugar and mayonnaise. And we're going to trade off. We're going to go a little bit of flour, then a little bit of chocolate, then a little bit of flour, then a little bit of chocolate.
Oh
so it's a little bit of a process. Oh, take the spoon out, sweetie.
I know, I have to.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's gonna be hot.
We have some lessons in the kitchen going on today. Start that slow. Hopefully it doesn't spray all over us. Okay. Then we need 1/3 of our chocolate. Oh, that's splattered on us. It's all right. I always say that, at least my mixer, I need a slower first setting. My first setting even is really kind of fast. Too fast for flour. So hi, Leslie. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. So this is kind of a process. Chocolate goes in 3 different batches, so think about it that way. Ooh, and it's warm, so don't let it splatter you. Okay. 2 more of the flour. We've got a lot of chocolate testers here on the other side of the camera. They're trying to do it behind the scenes, but I can see them right there. Lots of spoon licking and
No, this is coffee and chocolate.
coffee and chocolate? Where did the coffee come from?
Coffee is the spoon. The coffee.
What coffee?
From the-
Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh?
Wait,
Okay.
where's the mini spoon?
And our final flour. Oh, did I spill? This is normally not the station I'm at when cooking, so I'm a little bit out of sorts. Oh, wait, no! We gotta start slow. It's gonna spill everywhere. That's okay.
I did one.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So Margaret, the eggs go in. Okay, so you mix up your. Good question. You mix up. Where were we? With your sugar and your mayo going, and then you add the eggs one at a time and vanilla. So beat all that up, and then you alternate your flour bowl and your chocolate bowl. So the eggs went in right after the sugars and mayonnaise. I hope that answers your question enough, but okay. I think this is mixed up pretty well. It looks great. I need to get something to,
Here, I
Yeah.
can get it.
that's okay, honey, I'll just do this. Put that over here. I need now to kind of get down the flour on the sides of the bowl. So,
All I smell is coffee.
huh?
All I smell is coffee.
All he smells is coffee, so that's good. That's good that we have that fragrance in there. It means we added just the right amount.
Let me smell
No,
it. Let me
that's
smell
not
it. I don't like it. Oh, it smells so good.
Smells good? Okay. Once it bakes up, you know, it's kind of like when you, got it. Okay,
I'll give you
good.
the
Can
I'll
you
give you
repeat
the
the order ingredients? Okay. Okay, she got it, I think. Okay.
Look.
So, oh, we might have another visitor on our video. No, Callie's not up for it today.
No, you can.
Okay.
I don't know.
So yeah, it's a little bit like when you add white wine to a recipe and it gets like really fragrant at first, and then it bakes, cooks down, and it's the perfect amount. So I guess that's what's happening with the coffee right now. It's and especially because the kids aren't really used to that fragrance. Okay, so we have, like I said, we are turning these into cupcakes today so that the kids can have some fun activity to decorate them. So Emma, do you want to start filling these?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, you both can do it. Both get like little, you know what? No.
Here.
Get little.
I'll do 6, you do 6.
Here, no. Use these. Okay, use this.
Okay, that's
But I need to mix up the frosting, so you need to do it over here. Okay, Emma's gonna do that for us, and we're gonna start on our frosting. Okay, this is my favorite frosting. It's really light, but it's super decadent. It's just,
No, because it's gonna rise.
it's really good. How we start with this is I have creamed together 3 sticks of butter, 3 whole sticks of butter. But again, this is a good amount of frosting because typically this does a layer cake, so you need a lot of it. So it's gonna be a great amount for cupcakes too. But if the 3 sticks of butter freaked you out, don't worry too much about it because it makes a lot of frosting. It's kind of almost like a double batch of what's normal. Okay, so we have our 3 sticks of butter. I've creamed this so that they've gotten light and the butter's all light and fluffy. Of course, it started at room temperature. And let's see, next we have 3 cups of powdered sugar, and that just goes right
I
in.
did these 2 and you did this.
And I'm first gonna hand mix that, or it will get crazy messy on us.
Try not to get it like.
And after that, I'm gonna use the hand beater to incorporate all of it and get it really fluffy. So Emma's filling these cupcake tins up to about, you can fill them a little bit more. You can do them up to like 3/4.
No, but that is 3/4.
No, that's about half. See, it's a math lesson. All in one. Chocolate and math. It's a great combination. Okay, so before I mix this up, I am gonna talk about my third ingredient, which I've melted already, but now it's hardened on me again, but it shouldn't take too long. I have 10 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. So I'm using the same chocolate that I put in the cake, and we have 10 ounces that you just chop up, and I'm just using the microwave to melt it. I think that works really well, and for ease of things, that's what we're gonna do again. So, hopefully this won't take very long.
It's only a minute.
Yeah, it won't be long. Okay, I've got my hand mixer ready, and I'm gonna start mixing up this.
Can I do it?
Again, it's powdered sugar, and okay, Declan would like to do it. So start on just the first one. It's powdered sugar and butter. That's all we've got going. Hold the bowl and just mix that around. I'm gonna have a glass of champagne.
This is the coolest.
Nothing for me to do. I'm just sit around and watch. You can probably tell what this frosting is going to be like with all this powdered sugar. It's just really light and airy frosting, but kind of rich at the same time.
2 hands like this. Because you have more to do.
It's looking good. Starting to get all incorporated.
It looks like gold.
Okay. That's good. Can I try for a minute? Can I take over? Okay.
Emma, I want to do it. I wanna do it.
Yeah, let
No, I'm
Declan
just
do the
gonna-
last 3. We have a whole other tray to fill. This is, like I said, everything here is a really, hi Anna. Everything here is really big recipe because it's a whole layer cake. So Declan's gonna wave to you, Anna. Okay, so we're mixing this up. Sorry, it's loud. Welcome to all of us in the same room with the dog. It's a little noisy.
Oh, can I get it a little bit more? Can I do it a little bit more?
In a minute. I think this is what comes next. You want to do it after that?
Wait, can I pour it in?
Mm-hmm. Next comes our 10 ounces of chocolate and our frosting. Ooh, that looks good. Let's show that a little bit more. Ooh. Oh, it's not turning on me. Switch it that way. Can you show the camera? See? When you're pouring it? Here, we need to get all that out of there. Scrape it down. Did I get some on you?
No.
Okay, good.
It's just on my arm.
Okay. Little.
Can I mix it?
Hmm?
Do I mix it?
Oh, I love this song. Okay, again, we're listening to Old Dominion. They're such a fun country band and
Mix it,
so
mix it.
fun in live. I cannot wait. One thing I'm really missing is live music. We go to concerts a lot, and especially country, and there's so many. Has anybody caught any entertainers? I know they just did on maybe Fox, they did a live concert. I didn't see that, but I've been watching a bunch of artists sing on their live Instagram, which is awesome. Flatland Calvary is a favorite of ours, and they were live. And Grace Potter, I love Grace Potter, and she went on live and did this beautiful concert. She has this piano in front of this room of windows overlooking the mountains in California, and it was just such a gorgeous thing to watch. And her voice is like, if you haven't heard Grace Potter, her voice is amazing. Okay, this is looking great. So this is our frosting, and Emma's actually gonna use the, oh, you're good, just go wash up. We're getting messy. This is messy today. Do you want to do that, Emma? No, you already did it, right?
Okay, but can I do a little bit?
Okay, Emma has finished filling, or Declan and Emma finished filling our cupcake. What are they called? Cupcake. Somebody help me. What are they called? Like liners? There's a cooler name than that, I think, right?
Mom, can I do it?
I don't know. Anyway, finished filling them.
Cupcake
They're about 3 cupcake holders. I don't know what it's called. There's something. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Filters.
No.
Yeah, because
Not yet. Not yet.
my science teacher calls that like almost the same things, but they're smaller coffee filters.
Coffee
So I bet
filters.
those
Yeah,
are
but they're
cupcake
not.
filters.
Okay, regardless, whatever they are, we're putting them, they're ready to go in our oven. So I'm gonna put these in the middle, and again, this recipe is a layer cake, and and I don't have the timing for this, to be honest. It's at 350. When they start to smell good, take them out. I'm gonna start it at 15 minutes and see how they do.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I do not want to overcook this.
Why did if I go up to off it just? Okay.
Can you start it on slow? So we're gonna mix this up again with the beaters because it gets even more. You can help me with the piping bag in a minute. It gets even more fluffy and.
Wait, you can do it.
Look.
I want to do the piping.
Okay.
It's so sweet. What is the piping? Where you fill this.
So good. Careful. Got it under control?
Yep.
Good? All mixed in?
1 second.
That looks good. So.
I'm the taste tester.
That's a big spoonful. Okay. Is it good?
Well, I put trust in you and I knew it was going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. To be honest, we can add, let's see if I can get a little more vanilla out of this.
Can I do it?
We can, oh, yeah, we did. Okay, good. You can add up to a couple teaspoons of vanilla in here too for some extra flavor. But like I said, we're almost out, so I added what I could, but yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Honey, I don't know if that's gonna be ready. That's gonna mix up.
Mom,
Oh, good. Oh, did you do it thinner or? Here, come show what that looks like.
so I could just
Okay.
kind of take it off of the pan. So
Yeah, so that was Emma's.
Really?
Tell them what it is again.
it's melted chocolate chips, semi-sweet, and then I just laid it pretty thick, and then I put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, maybe, and then it just became really hard, so I could just take it, and I'm gonna cut these up into like chunks for to sprinkle on top of the cupcake.
Okay. So, with the magic of planning, since we're live, there's no editing or magic, TV magic. This morning I got up early and made a batch, so we're gonna have a lot of cupcakes around this house. Okay. I have, well, here, I'll show you what they look like. Good, huh? Look how these cute. I think they're called liners. I wish I had the right. Somebody please tell me what they're called. Can someone Google it since I can't Google it right now? Cupcake liners? I don't know. Here, I have them over here. Baking cups. Call them baking cups. I don't know. That seems really boring. We need to come up. We can come up with a better name for these.
Cupcake filters.
Cupcake filters. Okay, well, these are cute ones, right? I think they're cute.
Giving me
So this is what happens when you fill about 3/4 full. We've got a little, they rise a little bit, and look how pretty. So we have a nice little platter of them here. And I have a very basic, just piping bag. To be totally honest with you, I've like used with this frosting, it pipes really well. I mean, nothing elaborate, but it just is a good consistency for that. So I've even taken a Ziploc bag and done just like a thick corner off of it and just, you know, gone around.
I want to do
All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and fill it with our, here's what our, oh, does not look good. That's what our frosting looks like. Really pretty color. It's just like a mocha color.
Here,
Thanks, Declan. Okay, he's gonna open that for me because this gets messy. Oh, I made too much.
Mom,
for this.
look how much there is.
Okay, I was trying to fill it more than I needed to at once.
Mom, look how
Okay.
much there is.
Yeah, that's great, honey. Let me do the first one and then
So much fun.
you guys can do all the rest if you want. Tall.
Yeah, we only get the cupcakes because we're cooking.
Okay, so we're gonna push this. I'm no expert at this. If anybody knows how to do this better, but I was just gonna say it's foolproof,
Wait,
but
Mom, I want to do it.
so it's gonna.
I wanna do it.
Well, hold on, let me do the first one and then that's what's gonna mess
It's
me
my
up.
favorite thing to do.
So I think the biggest novice trick that happened to me all the time is the frosting would come up the top. So that's why I'm trying to be really careful to get it kind of all pushed down before I start piping. Oh, okay, starting to come. And then you can kind of fold it all the way down to make that secure and try to get all the air out. Not all the air is out, I can tell. Get all the air out. Fold that down. And ready? These cupcakes have cooled, so we're just gonna go all the way around. And I love this frosting, so I'm gonna even like layer it up.
That looks like a
Okay, I'll take that. I'm happy with that.
Mom.
The consistency might be, it's really warm in here today. Boy, the sun's coming out. Consistency might need to be a little bit thicker, but it's cute, right?
Yeah.
Looks good. Good enough to eat.
I'm gonna do the next.
Okay, so we're gonna do a couple more. If anybody wants to humor us and stay live with us for a little bit longer,
Oh,
we'll do one too. All right, so do you want, do you want to fill this or
You
do you
fill
want
it,
me to
I'll
fill it?
squeeze it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the messy part.
I want to do squeeze it after.
You guys both can do it. Okay, fill this up.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, I think they look cute.
Aw. Wait, can I put some sprinkles on? Yeah.
Hmm?
So we have white pearl sprinkles, coconut, and chocolate. I want to do like this.
I think I want, here, this one, since I did the first one, that one's gonna be mine, so can I do the top on that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You gotta really, I put a lot in this time, so you really gotta secure it at the top there.
It's okay if I get messy.
It's totally fine. Here, hold on, let me take my cupcake and I'm gonna do my toppings here. I think I'm gonna do like a little bit of.
Yeah, you should get to like pick your topping.
I love coconut. We've already done a coconut cake on
I'm
this,
messing up.
Can we
on
add
our
a
little show, but
Can we add a little bit of this?
yeah, let's make it a little sparkly too. How's that look?
I'm so messy.
Okay, that's what we've got. Okay. Cute. That looks great, Emma. Okay, love it.
So I'm gonna do, for my cupcake, I'm gonna do.
Okay, so as you can see, we've made quite the activity for the day. So the kids are probably going to spend the next hour doing this, which is great. Because we're a couple weeks in and trying to find fun things to do still. Good, Declan. So anyway, again, I want to highlight again that we will be partnering with Kids Meals for, you'll find in your inbox
And then wait, Mom.
our recipes so far. I think there are about 10. So if you
Ready?
if you go ahead and, well, I'll give you the details on Instagram, but we're really excited to partner with Kids Meals for that. And thanks for joining us today on this kind of lazy Sunday we're all having. And oh, there we go. There's another one.
It's
That looks
messy,
great.
but it's good.
It's gonna taste good. Doesn't matter.
Mom, look what I
So
added.
thanks everybody. Take care and thanks for joining us. Again, we love spending time with everybody. And we'll see you next time. I'll add the calendar, I think tonight. I'm gonna add a couple more dates next week. So take care, everybody. You guys wanna say goodbye? With your
Can we
cupcakes?
eat it?
Bye.
Here,
I wanna,
here,
I
pose,
wanna
do a
try
little pose.
I want to try a little bit of this.
They're too anxious to eat it, so pretend they're saying goodbye. There you go, that's cute. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.